it's right there, it's already protected and it won't skip. Because if you don't have a base right there and you put shadow, it's not gonna stick and it's just gonna skip and it's gonna look like a bald spot is there.
Okay.
And then usually for my eyeshadow primer, I go out here just in case. The same thing. I take it out too far, then I can always, it has a base to stick to. And then I like the even one, the one that I'm using, because it cancels out the veins and the darkness. And I'm going to start in circular motions in the crease. I start off little by little, like that, and then I'm going to work my way up. And since I'm doing it on you, I have to lift the eyelid since you have hooded eyes. I want to make sure I get it, but with you, you can just go like this. So
hooded eyes is where they hang low, or?
Hooded eyes is where your eye look straight. Your eye folds. Your eye has a natural crease right there. So that's why you have hooded eyes. So when you look up, it folds. So where your fold is, you want to make sure your crease color goes above that color.
Okay.
And then your lid shade will go like right there. But you have a good eye space, you just have hooded eyes. So I'm just going in circular motion. So I'm just going in circular motions all the way in the front, working my way back here. Again, switching, I go like this and then I go like this, clockwise and counterclockwise, depending how I want to blend. So like right here in the middle, I would want to blend like this. So that way it's kind of getting on the lid, but it's getting up towards the brow bone, but it's not really touching it, it's just blending out. Like that. So that would be my transition shape. So you want to build up your crease colors. So I'm just going to do the same motions. Go exactly on top of where I put that. You see how the first transition shade kind of matches that shade? You want to do that and build them off each other. So that way it just makes it darker. And then I'll start in the front again. Work my way. Make sure I don't forget the middle. And blend. And don't be afraid how many times you have to go over and blend. Just make sure you really blend because you really want that smooth gradient.
How do you know when it's fully blended?
When there's no harsh lines at all.
Oh, it's not like super dark?
Yeah, so like that. That's how you know it's blended. I'm going in with a wear now and it'll brighten it just a little bit, and then we're going to go on with another color.
So that's 3 colors so far.
3 colors so far in the crease. Because you don't want to go in right away with this color because you can't build it up, and if you mess up, you can't really build up the effect. You just have to go off with what you put. So it's always better to build up your color than to just start off with a dark ass shadow. See like how you're lifting up your brow? Do that when you do your shadow. So pretend you're me and you're blending right here, lift up your brow. So it's like how I'm lifting up your brow like this. You're doing the same thing by you lifting up your eyebrow. And again, all I'm doing is circular motions in the crease, and that's all I'm doing. So this one, I'm gonna put a little bit on top, but a little bit more in the crease. So up here is a transition shade. Right where your crease is, where your natural fold is where I'm gonna put this color at. And that's called the crease shade. So you see how it
is that the orangey one?
Yeah, this is the Stone Fox. So you see how you still have the first 2 colors, the first 3, and this one's underneath. do it like that. Put that one down so I can have a guide, and then I'm going with a smaller brush. And since this brush is a white natural hair brush, it's gonna pick it up, the pigmentation, a little lighter, so it's not gonna have like the full-on color right away. That way it helps you blend. So I picked up more color and I'm putting it below those colors. And the reason why I put all the colors in the middle is because when I add the lid shade, I want it to peek through still. Shade on, but it'll still have that depth effect in the front of your eye, so that way you don't lose any color and you see all the colors are building together. So with this color I'm going like this, but I'm going like this as well.
Okay.
So you just have to fill it how you want to blend, and then I'm just repeating the same steps. And since that one's a little bit brighter, I'm gonna place it right here. And then once I'm done placing this color, I'm gonna go back in with one of the first transition shades. I'm gonna use Blended. Blend those two together. So I'm gonna go right in the middle and make sure they blend together. And it's not like two harsh lines between two colors. So that way they blend together and they look seamless, and there's a real gradient effect going on from darkness to brightness. And even then I'll go like this, very, very lightly. So I'm gonna hold it from the tip of my brush, and I'm going very, very lightly. I'm only putting it at the very tip of the brush. Dusting off a little bit, and then I'm adding this color one more time, but this time a little bit higher. This time because it's already pretty saturated, and since I don't want this gold to be so harsh, I'm just packing it on and I'm tapping, and then I'm going up top to where I'm not going all the way right here. I'm stopping about right here, going up, making sure these two kind of get blended together. So I'm just patting at the edges. I'm just patting, 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 don't swipe. Grab rock out, and then you're gonna blend very lightly on the edges, right here. And I'm gonna work my way up. Kind of turn this way a little bit. Working my way up, blending right here. So that way there's no harsh line between the gold and that shade. So I'm going back and forth, back and forth. And when I get right here, very lightly. And then make sure right here, I go in very lightly and I blend those two together. With my first brush, and I'm not, no excess product. Just blending those out. sideways motion, so that way these two, they blend perfectly. It's okay if you get a lot on your brush because it's so small. So I'm not going all the way, I'm just only going right here to where it kind of meets the crease, because I don't want your crease too dark. I just want more depth in the on the outer edge, so that way it's more blended and it doesn't look so flat. Going back in with this brush, no additional product. I'm just using whatever pigmentation is left on the brush, making sure those are blended, and then back with sideways motions. And very, very lightly. You can feel I'm not really like pressing so hard. I want to do a light touch, very light motion, so that way it blends together. And that's why I hold it at the end, so that way I can have the most control of where I'm blending and how I'm blending and how much pressure I'm using. So I'm gonna go back in with Stone Fox this time on this brush. Bring that orangeness a little bit back, right on top. I'm gonna add a little bit more gold, since I felt like since I was blending so much, kind of got away. And then open your eyes, look, and then where this edge is right here, I'm just pressing on it. I'm not going on top of it. I'm just where the darkness meets the gold. I'm just tapping and tapping and tapping. And then I'm gonna go back in again, chocolate pudding. And then I'm just gonna blend one more of those colors together one more time. And then going back in with this brush, lift up your eyebrow. Very, very lightly. Going in here where those two meet. And there you go.
Always just feel like if I put a lot, it won't blend out.
No. You can go one by one because this concealer can dry pretty fast. So I'll go one by one. Look up a little bit. Make sure you get underneath your eye. And then right here, you wanna you could go ahead and look right here where your shadow is. Go up to it lightly. You can even use this side. Make sure you get the inner corner. This one is pretty full coverage, so I only dip in once.
And just spread it?
I spread it. You don't need to go in so many times. And I also make sure I go a little bit by the nose, because your nose always tends to have like a shadow. So wherever I think I have a shadow, definitely your nose, you want to get in these little sockets. And make sure you really get in there and you blend it. But definitely concealing like under the eyes, it helps get rid of the extra pores because that concealer is helping cover them. And then I will get the chin too, only a little bit because you don't need it, but you want to highlight. Since you're highlighting under your eyes, you want to highlight everywhere else. And since this concealer does dry fast and I have a fan on, you want to go one by one. But I'm pretty fast at mine, so I can, because this concealer literally like is super creamy. It blends by itself. It doesn't really need that much help. Everything into your pores.
You mean like tap?
Yeah, just tap. Make sure you put it in your nose. And since you do have oily skin, but this is kind of like you baking your whole face, this will help your foundation last a lot longer. this one I gotta pick up a lot. Since it's kind of light, I kind of go in a little heavy. But since it's so light, it doesn't matter how much you pick up. And I'm tapping.
So you don't go in circular motions?
No, not with this one. Because I don't want to mess up your base. So a little, don't put it all the way right here. Put it like right here and bring it back a little bit. Because you want to make it look like kind of like a clown. You want to have some color, but you don't want it all the way too much in front. You just want to give your cheeks
some color.
Yeah. So since you do have larger pores in this area, I don't want to bring it too forward because I don't want to accentuate them. So I'm gonna put it right here and right here, and I'm stopping right here. But since this powder, you can tell it looks like your skin. This will really sink in your skin and it won't really accentuate your pores. See, like that's why when you do it, you go in circular motions like this. That's really key because you don't want to go like this because it's going to be a stripe. You want to make sure you go in circular motions, and that way it blends in with your skin. See how it like just melts. And then I usually just put a little bit above your brow just to give you a little bit more glow. Then tip of your nose, Cupid's bow, and then your nose right here. You don't want to bring it all the way down. I just want to do the center. I take my blush brush and then I just blend them together. And there's no additional blush on this. So you grab it and go like this, very lightly. You feel how my pressure is? Go like that. So after you do your base and everything, you're gonna wanna do this. Go back in and go like this. Literally back and forth, back and forth. That's all I'm doing. And make sure you get up onto
under
your
the
lash line. So that way it's not like a gap and then shadow.
Okay.
So that's it for that one. Repeat the same steps so that way it looks a little bit more cohesive. Then you're literally just going right on top. And you're gonna want to connect it a little bit right here. So that way it's not like a gap. I hate when there's a fucking gap right there. I'm like, bitch, blend your shit.
Well, I guess I better blend my shit.
You see the difference?
Okay, fine. Yes, I see the difference.
Look straight to the camera. It just brings more life to your look. It really does. I cannot do a look without doing my lower lashes. It doesn't make your eyes look so dark, it brightens it. And the circular motions. Tap in, just the tip. Circular motions. That's all you gotta do. And then I'll put some of this under your brow bone. Turn this way.